So today I'm going to run and then drive to Billings again and pick up Pop and Brian. Jeremiah is so stinking excited. When he woke up, first thing he said is, "Where's Dad?" He thought I had left him, but I did not. So we'll go down and we'll get them. Where are we getting ready to go?
To go get Pop and Brian.
All right, we're getting ready to head to Billings. Be walking up the door here in just a minute. All right, we're here at the airport to get Pop and Brian.
Hello.
According to our handy dandy little app, they should be right there. I see their airplane, and we'll watch it. Well, we can't see it land from the parking lot, but we'll be able to watch it come in pretty close, and then we'll go inside. There they are. They're coming down. They got them through their screening stuff, right?
Yeah, as we go through here, Brian, I look at all the breakdown of the land and stuff like that, the landscape.
Yes, sir.
And it is cool.
That's what I've been looking at, was the landscape. And
It's more rugged camping than, a campsite, because we got to build our own fire ring, and we'll have to find our own firewood. And
Well, this
Even
is
with
like
that,
this
I've
is
been made
almost
fun
like
of.
this is like camping
at the farm, this will be like that.
I've been made fun of, however, because Christy was like, "You're saying you're gonna rough it and everything. I hear you about you laying on the ground and doing all that when you were a kid. And you want an air mattress?
Yeah.
Do you want to go ahead and bring a stuffed animal and a blankie with you, woman?"
So we have an air mattress for Sharon when we go, and I have a pad. But if I sleep on the ground now, I have to dig a trench for my hips. I can't handle it. I'm too old now.
But yeah, we used to really
Camp.
Yeah, we camped.
Okay, so let me give you some background as to why this camping trip was kind of a big deal for us. Back when we were kids and our parents had divorced, we would go spend weekends with my dad and some summer vacations. But when we would we would go on the weekends. Sometimes he would take us to a place we called the farm, and we would camp out for a couple of days. And it was primitive camping. I mean, we took our own water, everything. So, that's a childhood memory. And camping since then has been part of my life. We, as a family here, go camping every so often. So for Jeremiah to get to go camping with Pop was kind of a big deal. Brian had never been to Montana, so it was a big deal for him to be able to come up here, see where we live, and get to experience some of that with us. And this all kind of started probably, I don't remember if it was 10 or 13 years ago. My dad came up for a visit, and we drove up to Fort Peck, and Paul gave us a little tour of the area. He's a deputy with Macomb County, and Sharon was dispatching. And so he gave us a tour of the area so Sharon would kind of know what it is. And he just kind of offhandedly mentioned that he owned this island in the Missouri River as he was pointing it out. And my dad was like, "Oh, could we go camping on it?" Paul's like, "Sure." So he remembered that. And so it was probably 12 years ago now, about what that was. And so he had this idea and brought it up, and so we made a plan, and it finally came to fruition for this week. So that's kind of why it's been such a big deal. That's why it's a big deal for all of us to be able to do that. And it's just really, really cool that you get to go camping on an island in the Missouri River. Not everybody gets to do that. So, well, I haven't recorded a whole lot since Pop and Brian have gotten here. You got a little bit of the ride here, but then we got busy getting all our camping stuff together and making plans, showing Brian around town. We had a short amount of time to make sure we had everything put together in order to go. And the Tahoe is pretty well packed. So we got a few more things. We got church this morning, and then we need to make sure we get the oars in there, and we'll be ready to go.
I was going to waterproof this, but that bag just tore.
You know, waterproof what? Oh, you don't. You can throw it in my waterproof bag if you're worried about it. Okay. There, don't be moving around and jostling a lot, okay?
Wait for us, Brian.
Because it's
I will, sir.
it's heavy,
Don't move anything.
and so you just get to hang on right there until we get across.
Got too many paddles. So.
Come on, crash. Or getting wet.
There we go.
There.
I'm in the water. Brian's pulling me.
Yep.
Come on, Brian.
Because you're on rocks on that too. Just catch his kayak. Shallow enough here that it's... Brian's just gonna walk it in. Backpacking again. Like the good old days. So I think we picked out a spot. Pop's got his suitcase in 4-wheel low. Brian's got his in 2 low. Mine's on my back. Jeremiah being a freeloader. So this will be it. Find us a good little spot to hang a hammock and set up. So we are on the island now. Took a little tour. Spent about 45 minutes or so figuring out where we're gonna camp. I think we've made a decision, and we're heading back to our boats now. Haul everything to where we're gonna go and set up camp. What do you think, Jeremiah? This is fun. I told you, if we do this right now, the whole week will be fun. But if we don't do this right, the whole week's gonna be miserable. So setting up camp right the first time is very, very important. So we're getting pretty well set up and put together. There's my hammock. Chairs, but we're right on the water on one side. It's there. Jeremiah, what are we doing?
Going fishing.
Going fishing.
I think this thing's safe. What do you think?
Up and ready to go. Everybody's packed up. We're gonna go to the south end of the island and check it out. So after a few failed attempts and debacles, decided to move to a different spot. We're trying to find some calmer water for Jeremiah to fish in. All right, so we're gonna try this spot right here. So for this adventure, we're hauling the kayaks up the river a little bit to a calm spot so they can paddle around, let Jeremiah paddle around with Pop and Brian a little bit, and then they will come back down to the camp. Hopefully we get some good footage. Tell us about your adventures kayaking.
It's fun.
What did you do?
I hit a rock.
You hit a rock? But we went in and we put the kayaks in upstream, and you paddled around for a little bit, and then you came back downstream to the campsite. Was it fun?
Yes, sir.
Is it everything you thought it would be?
Yes, sir.
Cool. You want to do it again? The island is about 100 acres. It's 3/4 of a mile long. And so the first day when we got there, we decided to go walk into some different spots and scout out fishing areas. We went to the south end of the island and we fished in a couple different places, and then we went to the north end of the island, and that's where you see Jeremiah walking in the water. Looks like he's way out there. It was pretty shallow on that end.
Alright, is this thing working? Yes, you're recording. So I'm going to see what KJ's doing. He's taking that kayak out and testing it for Jeremiah. So I'm going to take us over there to take a look at him. He has no clue that I grabbed this. So you can probably see him through the trees a little bit. Now he sees me. Tough going upstream?
When you start getting to that fast current,
Uh-huh.
pretty tough.
There's Pop cooking. Oh, did I hit? I took a picture.
Okay.
Pop's cooking. There goes KJ downstream.
You will.
Ooh, look at that place. Oh. Steam. I should fight it. Oh. What's up? So it's gonna disintegrate.
So here we are kayaking and fishing. We got a little spot here. Jeremiah down there kayaking away. Having a good old time. Kayaking and fishing. So
Is it out? Well, see, that's the thing is the light is almost even all the way around. Whereas,
hi Jeremiah, are you enjoying my hammock?
Yes, sir.
see if those clouds weren't there, it'd be almost like that. That's so weird.
That is beautiful.
So.
Today we caught a couple fish, so we're eating it. Good. That little bit further, I guess, and put in over there. You come out the little spot over here in the corner. It's kind of protected out of the wind a little bit. It was a little bit easier for you to.
Where, in the place where I saw you guys?
No, the first place we took them.
I kind of like the place you guys. Where'd you get the bite at?
The bite is the first place we went.
Oh.
I went down in that little cove area.
Uh-huh.
Where all those weeds were. I went in there, and before it opened up, I stopped and I cast it in. Then we were sitting around camp and we were enjoying the fish that we ate and just enjoying the conversation. And I noticed the sky, and I thought, oh wow, this will be a beautiful chance to go over and look at a sunrise or sunset that is absolutely gorgeous. And so on our final night there, we went over to look at this sunset that was just beautiful, and we noticed that there was a bald eagle flying around, and Brian was able to track down the nest, and in the nest there were some little chicks, eaglets, I don't know what you call them, baby eagles that were in the nest. And so that was just a great way to cap our final night there. And then the next morning, we got up and broke down camp and paddled back across and came home. We made it home.
Yes, sir.
Getting a little bit.
Ding dong. Ding dong.
Mommy didn't unlock the door from last night.
Where's Flash? Kitty, 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 kitty.
She home? There's Elijah. He's coming.
Yes.
I forgot the door was locked.
Hello. Hello.